Howdy who, all my stock market gamblers. I'm Tall Mike. It's Monday. The stock market's open again, and I like Mondays. Anyways, it's Monday, October 19th today. What we got going on? We got market confusion in the stock market. I want to talk about that a little bit today. The stock market is confused on which direction it wants to go. It opened up a couple hundred points up, dropped down a couple hundred points already, and is trading the flat line. Now, why is it confused? Why is it confused? Because it doesn't know what the government's going to do. It doesn't know if there's going to be a stimulus package. Well, I'll tell you, there's going to be a stimulus package. But what the market doesn't know, is it going to come before the election, or is it going to come after the election? Now, if it comes after the election, we're going to drop down a little bit. The market's going to come in. But if we get a stimulus before the election, we're going to go straight up. We're going to get that market booming. Now, what happens when we have a stimulus package? Well, the first one was $3.2 trillion. A lot of money, a lot of money. This one, Democrats wanted another $3 trillion. Republicans wanted $1 trillion. They're probably going to meet right at $2 trillion. Okay, so $2 trillion. I mean, they're throwing this around like it's nothing. They're throwing it around like we have this money. Well, we don't have the money. Where does the money come from? Well, it comes from the Federal Reserve. They're going to print it for us. Aren't they nice? Very nice. They're going to print us money, and we're going to hand it out. You probably get another $1,200 check. If you're unemployed, you'll probably get another bonus, say somewhere between $300 and $600 a week for a little while, for a month or two. They'll give that to you, right? This is America, man. We got extra money floating around. Well, the sad part is we don't. We don't have extra money. And just the thought of another stimulus package, well, what's it doing? It's dropping the dollar. It's dropping the dollar. In other words, the money you have in your wallet right now is going to be able to purchase fewer and fewer and fewer goods and services, because those are going to go up and up and up compared to the dollar. It's just common sense. You don't need to be an economist to know this. If you double the money supply, things are going to probably get twice as expensive, right? Because you got that many extra dollars chasing the same amount of goods and services. So anyways, there's confusion in the market right now. Which way is it going to go? Now, what I do is I follow the leaders. Leaders like Apple, like Facebook. These are sitting right on their 50-day moving average. Now, if they can stay above the 50-day moving average, the whole market is probably going to get pulled up with them. If they drop below that 50-day moving average, the market's going to get sucked down with them. It's really quite simple what we got going on right now in the market. It's just betting on the stimulus. Nothing else matters. That's so sad. It doesn't matter what the real economy is doing. We're very decoupled from it. The real economy is in free fall. The stock market has been going straight up. Anyways, they will recouple at some point. They will. They have to. Well, but right now, the only thing that matters is the printing of money. More money, higher stock market. It's just, it really is that simple. I mean, it doesn't matter if companies make money or lose money. There's companies that are zombies out there walking around. They're dead in the water, but because there's so much free money floating around, these companies are still alive. They're still propped up. They can go to the Federal Reserve and get free money. They borrow at about 0% interest. It's almost like a PPP loan. A lot of these small businesses, it's like a free-for-all out there with the money. PPP loans, do they have to be paid back? A lot of people don't know. My understanding is it's a payroll protection program for small businesses. If you take out the loan and you don't fire any of your employees, you get to keep the money. It's not a loan, it's a gift. And the government's got a lot of gifts to hand out. Anyways, you'll notice right now that people are actually starting to apply for business licenses. Now, are they actually going to start businesses? I mean, the number of applications for business license is sky high. We're in a pandemic, and applications for business licenses are going like this. Now, I don't know. Do you want to start a business right now? Maybe you do. Maybe you do. But the point is, most of these reason that these business applications are so high is because they want this PPP money. There's going to be a new round in this new stimulus package, and they can go apply for loans from $50,000 to basically up to several $1,000,000. And they thinking that it's free money, and it might be. So why not start a business just to get a PPP loan? I'm not recommending you do that, but I'm telling you, that's why I think that the business applications are going straight up. It's a free-for-all in this free money. You get the stimulus, you get the unemployment bonuses, you get the PPP loans. People are grabbing the money. It's a money grab. It's a power thing. And it's going to be, is there any fraud involved? Well, I want to talk a little bit about fraud. I want to talk a little bit about tax evasion. Now, I'm not recommending anything fraudulent or anything tax evasion. Over the weekend, they came out with an article about a legend in his own time. One of the greatest economists that we have is Peter Schiff. Peter Schiff, he lives in Puerto Rico. He rent there because they have low taxes. Actually, they have no taxes. And it's, you pay some taxes to Puerto Rico, but you don't pay federal taxes when you live there, is my understanding. I'm not really up on it, but he went there and he started a bank. He started a bank, Euro-Pacific Capital. And what they're saying in the article that I read over the weekend, this is broken everywhere, you probably heard about it if you're a Peter Schiff fan. If you're not a fan of his, Google him, get on his podcast. The man is just pure smart. Anyways, I love Peter Schiff, and I think he's getting a bad deal right now. They're coming after him for tax evasion. Do you know why? Because he runs a bank, and some of his customers put money into his bank. And they say that these were bad people, that they were running criminal organizations, let's say. And, well, anyways, Peter Schiff did not know his client well enough. Now, do you know all of your clients? If you're a businessman, do you know who you're dealing with? Do you know everything they do in their background? I mean, maybe I don't even know. Let's say you're a plumber, all right? You go to someone's house to fix their plumbing. Their plumbing's broken, right? Well, maybe that guy's a serial killer. You can't fix the plumbing of a serial killer. What I'm saying is it's hard to know who your customers are. And just because Peter Schiff did not know who his customers are, they're coming after his bank for tax evasion. Now, if you want to go after banks, let's start with J.P. Morgan for manipulating the metals market. I mean, they come after him. They charge him $1 billion, but nobody goes to jail. Nobody gets in real trouble. It's just the cost of doing business for them. Wells Fargo, hey, I think 100 of their employees just filed for fraudulent loans from the government. I mean, I think they got in trouble for that, but, I just don't understand the target on Peter Schiff's back. I know he says a lot of controversial things, but he's, just to target him for these things, it's wrong. It's wrong. And he's not guilty until he's proven guilty. And the media makes him look like he's done horrible things. Makes him look like he's in cahoots with all these drug traffickers laundering their money. I don't buy it yet. Let's wait to see what really happens. Let's wait to see what all comes out of this. Anyways, I believe Peter Schiff is innocent. And I believe they're targeting his bank, Euro-Pacific Capital, is wrong. I think it's dead wrong. Anyways, because a couple of his clients were bad, they go and raid the homes of other clients. I don't know. What I read over the weekend was just an atrocious piece of journalism. And that's my opinion. It's my opinion only. Maybe you got a different opinion on the whole matter. But anyways, what we got is when the stimulus comes out, the dollar's going to go down. So when the dollar goes down, I recommend 3 things. You got to have gold to protect yourself. I love physical gold. Peter Schiff will tell you there's nothing better than physical gold. Silver's the other one. The cheapest commodity on the planet. I don't think there's a commodity that is a better buy right now than silver. And the other one is Bitcoin. Now, the easiest way to play Bitcoin is the GBTC. GBTC is the easiest way to play the Bitcoin trade if you want to trade it. Now, there's a lot of people that are what's called hodlers. They buy and hold. I'm a hodler of silver. I'm a hodler of gold, but I trade the Bitcoin. I jump in and out of it. I'm a trader. I'm a stock market trader. But anyways, you want to get some of those to protect yourself. And that's really all I got for you today. The market's looking for direction. If we get that stimulus package to go through, market's going to melt higher. It's going to be shocking as to how high it gets. That's what's really going to be shocking. If this stimulus package goes through, we might just see it just take off in a vertical direction. It doesn't matter which president's going to be elected. Stimulus is all that matters. Stimulus, watch the stimulus. More stimulus, straight up. No stimulus package before the election, though the market could come inward. So anyways, get out there today, do some trading. I'll talk to you all tomorrow. I'm Tall Mike, and I'm a stock market gambler. Bye-bye for now.